and you all of a sudden come up with having that, it doesn't mean so much.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, here's an example of a questionable thought. I had 2 pets with me one time,
What were they?
2 cats. The point, anyways, what I'm getting at is this. If I had me a apartment that cost me $500 a month, and they're probably that much now, I don't know. Mine was $425, but if I had me an apartment, say $425, and it's okay, and somebody comes along and says, well, I got a better one for you, you know, but it costs 500 or 525, costs more. It's an apartment. It's not a continuation of my living there until I get in a wheelchair and that's where I'm going. It doesn't matter as I'm getting at. If I'm buying the property, it's one thing, but if it's a rental, it doesn't matter. I have to pack up all my things to move into this better place. And they ain't worth it. And that's what I told him. He said, well, but this is better. I don't really care. It ain't worth it. See, that's management trying to coerce a tenant to move. It ain't worth it. And same thing with, it's because I thought she's cute, and she is. She's funny too, and she's playful. She's got a good spirit. Her little daughter. She was here one day. You know, I thought you're funny. You're a little, you know, bouncing around, playing peekaboo and all that with me and all that stuff. I told Sarah I'd like to get her a bicycle. She said, well, she got one. I said, that's okay. Well, she actually got 2. I said, so what? It's like a person who's got a car. It's always nicer to have 2. You know, isn't it nicer to have 2 than 1?
Yeah.
Same thing with a bicycle. Well, she got 2. Well, it's nicer to have 3. And the whole thing was, and I wasn't talking about buying $1 million something or other. I'm talking about something that costs $100 or $200, whatever it is that it costs. I mean, I know they range,
Yeah.
but it's not like I'm talking about bankruptcy if I buy something like that. And so I told her, she already gave me her phone number and all that, and because of that. And I told her I want to give her something too, but it's just because I speak of like, it's not like it's past tense. I like Sarah and her daughter. Well, that's her daughter. It's an attachment there, and I think her daughter was cute and funny. Oh, Art Linkletter used to say, children say the darndest things. Well, sometimes they act the funniest too. You know, they prance around, bounce around, and she wanted to play hide-go-seek, and I said, I'm too big, there's nowhere for me to hide. So I stood off into the corner, and she says, I see you. No, you don't. I see your shoes. No, those aren't my shoes. I pulled them back a little, you know. She said, that's you. I said, no, it ain't. I was having more fun, I think, than she was. But she had some fun. And so, to me, you know, she's got a good spirit. So, anyways, that's what I was going to say. Because I'm sure you'll see her between now and closing date. And if not, well, I don't know. It's depending on who sets the schedule up.
We set the schedule.
Oh, so then somehow or other you 2 get together and talk about who does what when.
Right.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Boss man ain't into it too much anymore because it's closing, maybe. And maybe it's between you 2, as was that young guy when he was involved in it. I didn't know that. But anyways, you can take the statement to the bank, as they say, in correlation to. Is your eye falling out?
Yeah, it hurts.
Oh. I know how that is though. Just like a ingrown hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's something else when you get it being poked in the eye with your own eyelash.
Yeah.
I've had that. Anyways, that I was saying, you take it to the bank, in a comical term, of course, statement. I just hope she's going to be wherever it is she's at long enough for that to occur, because you're not going to be wherever it is you're at. If you're living with your parents, which is good, that'll be there. You make some funny faces too. Mike, you remind me of when you did that just now? Alicia Silverstone.
Who's that?
She's that actor.
Oh.
Alicia Silverstone, I think is how they say it. I haven't seen her name in a long time. I don't think it's Silverstone. She's a blonde-haired, I don't know how old she is now, maybe in her 30s. Very, very, if she is, she's like 29. She ain't no 39, I think she's like in her 20s. She does that. She played one of the movies, where all these girls in school prepped, snobbish, and I forgot even the title of it, but she plays some funny roles, and she puckers her lips, like you did. I can't even do it, but anyways, yeah, I'll be getting all over. I don't know when it's going to be. I have no control over what is, as far as, but that don't matter, because someone said something about that. Not about what I'm saying now, but if something goes wrong, say you got a pocket full of money in the bank and you die, it don't make no difference, because you can't take it with you. So what good is it? Nothing to even think about, worry about. My mom, when she passed away, they wouldn't tell me how much she had in the bank account, because they said the only way you can get it is by through an attorney. And I thought, well, my mom ain't got no but a few $100s at best, because she's always a support. And so I says to the bank manager, I says, you got records of how much she's got in the bank account. Is it worth it? She lifted up the sheet of paper. She says, no. I took her word for it, because I not only, she said it, but I knew my mother and her finances, And the point being is, they didn't get it. The state did. So it ain't like they're getting anything out of it. It's just a question of who gets it. And she resolved the issue of doing that. I don't know if any of my other family members got into that with the bank. I did, because I wasn't after it. I just didn't want someone to get it that had nothing to do with it, which was the state. When all the things that the family gave to my mother when she was alive, my oldest brother tried to make sure that person who bought whatever it was and gave to her got it back. And it may not have always been that way with everything it was, I don't know. But there was that effort, and that's all I counted. It's just like going to college. Like I was trying to say, if you don't succeed, it isn't that you're a failure. You just didn't succeed. And that's what this one woman told me, and it's true. She says, if you don't graduate, you're not a failure. The failure is not trying when you think you can. It's just like going home. Punch it, no, I won't do that. I was going to say, tell the boss that you quit at 8 and I will verify it. You can say, you mean that guy? I don't believe that guy. But no, I was just trying to be funny. I knew somebody would do that kind of stuff, though. They told me. They'd pump the gas. And they'd tell the person they pumped the gas for, it costs you $7. And they put down on the thing $7. And I forgot how he did it, but he pocketed $1. He gave the receipt $7, but he put on for the business $6. and take the dollar and put it in his pocket. I thought, a Mickey Mouse dollar, I wouldn't even waste my time doing that. You get a few dollars here and there, you know, doing that. Yeah, that's the look. That's all what's her name? Alicia Silverstone does. Silverstone. I liked her as an actor, so that's one of the reasons why I even make mention of her. I like a lot of actors. There's very few I don't like. Even Steven Seagal, I like him. You know him?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he wasn't kung fu. He was more like military combat.
Mm.
He'd get into a slap fight with somebody, and he'd end up winning. He'd be bam, 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 and that guy comes. One guy was fast doing that with him, and he kicked the crap out of that guy, smacking him back and forth and popping him here and kicking him and all that stuff, you know. And he even took one of those goblets, if you will, broke the base off, took the glass and shoved it in his neck. According to the movie, of course. I mean, if he did it in real life, he'd be up for murder. But that's how good he was, though, as far as his role, you know. Yeah, I think he was a real good role player. And he probably knew a lot of that. Just like Billy Jack. I don't know if you know. He was in the movies. He was part Indian, I think. He wore this big old round black hat with Indian design all the way around it. And he knew some kung fu, or not kung fu, but karate. And he told this guy, he says, I'm going to take this foot and put it over there on that side of your face, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. And he did a twist and a turn. He cracked that guy in the face, knocked him down, and then they kicked the crap out of Billy Jack. But he did what he said. And if you do what you say, that's all that counts.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't do no more. Well, you might do more, but that ain't the point. If you do that much, that's as best as you should consider. Oh, I don't think I did good enough. Oh, yeah, you did. So, I'm going to go get drunk.
Have fun.
Yeah. You have a nice evening.
You too. Bye.
All right.